Right then, I'm just gonna go through these questions. I'm going to pick 10 of these questions of what you've sent in, the fans, and I'm going to go through them now. Terry Fox. Absolutely agree with you, Big Porky. What's happened to going out there to take the batter to the champion and wrest the belt from his waist? These clever, slippery, ducking and diving counterpunchers shouldn't be going for championship belts, they should be going for the Nobel Peace Prize. All the best, Terry. Yeah, I suppose I can see where you're coming from with that, Terry. I can see where you're coming from with that. It's each to their own, I suppose, isn't it? I mean, what's the best way to win a world title? Do you pick the pocket or do you go for it? I think that Tyson could go out there and put it on Wilder. He did in the 12th round, didn't he? And but he's probably got more to his game than Wilder. But I'd like to see Tyson go have a tear up. He did it in 12th, didn't he? And it's nice to see people out of the comfort zone, isn't it? When I were in Bulgaria ringside watching Yui, he came out after they got that cut, and it were different to see him fight in a different style. But I mean, it's each to their own, isn't it? But yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, Terry. I can see where you're coming from with that. Luke Stevenson. Hey Russ, keep doing what you're doing. I'm relatively new to boxing, about 2 years now, but enjoy the lowdowns from your videos. They give good insights. All the best, Luke. I'm only at Mansfield. If you ever need graffiti artist, I'm your man. Right, I'll bear that in mind, Luke. Well, if you've been following boxing, that's good, isn't it? At least you're following it, aren't you? Without the fans, there wouldn't really be any. There wouldn't be any boxing, would there really? Ah, I press this button, it makes letters go bigger. You know me, I'm blind as a bat, not cool. Somebody mentioned to me. Right, that's 2 we've done. Andy West. This is on the 2nd. Hi Russ, I'm a big AJ fan and I've been for a while, as you know. However, the performance from Tyson Fury in the early hours has won me over in every way. To see a man fight like that after all that time out, to school Wilder like that, and to get up like that in the 12th round, speechless. Do I think he beats AJ? Yes, I do now, based on last night. I just hope that Tyson stays straight. Love the channel, you know I do. All the best, Andy. Thank you very much, Andy. That's very nice of you. I think there'll probably be a lot of. I think there'll be a lot of AJ fans crossing over now to watch Tyson. I mean, it looks like that's the plan, doesn't it, for him? You're going to play the PR game and get all Joshua's fans, and why not? He's just fought Wilder, the guy that Joshua don't want to fight, does he? I mean, no matter what people keep saying about Anthony Joshua, he didn't fight Wilder, did he? He was offered $50 million, and if you got beat, another $30 million, guaranteed, plus pay-per-view if it did a certain number on upside. Now, I read here that Tyson got $3 million, minimum guaranteed $3 million plus some at pay-per-view if it does so many buys. So this is how I look at it. He's got to be commended, hasn't he, for taking the fight, even though me included, we all said, well, I said and a lot of other people did, that he wouldn't be able to do it. So right, so yeah, do I think he beats him based on that? I think he beats Joshua. James Sutton. This was sent on 30th of November. Hey up, Ross House Tricks, just a quick one on the Fury mind games getting in Wilder's head the other day. A little thing I picked up, I may be right or wrong. When Wilder lost it big time with Gareth A. Davies, and Gareth said Wilder is getting very emotional, that was put out on IFL to the bigger audience instead of Gareth's channel. Then a day later we have IFL filming Gareth again, interviewing Tyson about Wilder's emotions at that press conference, again going out to the bigger audience. More importantly, I think Wilder watches IFL, and that's why it was put on their platform to get more in his head. Team Fury, IFL and Gareth all working together to help Tyson and pressure Wilder with mind games. Just my opinion, as you say. All the best, James. Sent from my iPhone. Alright, that is good. Yeah, you're probably right. Obviously, cool IFL, get on with MTK, Addy, and Tyson's MTK, innit? So, yeah, you probably could say that. Well, it obviously all worked, didn't it? Because Wilder did get a bit emotionally involved, didn't he? But, another one from Terry Fox, sent on the 27th of November. I need to keep up to date with these fans' emails. Alright. Dear Big Russ, how much better Tyson Fury is coming across now he's stopped being a twat? Just saying, all the best, Terry. Yeah, he's probably sorted his son out now, hasn't he, Tyson? And he's got fans on his side. And I think he just needs a bit of love, doesn't he, Tyson? I mean, they didn't really treat him that good, did they, after when he beat Vladimir? So, yeah, I agree with that. Adam B. Morning Porky. Oh, this is 27th of November. Morning Porky. Great channel, top videos. You're a firm favourite in our boxing WhatsApp group. Hardcores only. Few questions for the big man. What's your take on the pay-per-view clash at the end of December? Is Hearn at CUNT for trying to sink BT at the expense of the fans and fighters? Yeah, I don't agree with that. Why Eddie's doing that? He's doing it to damage them, innit? He's doing it to damage Warren, but by doing that, he damages Frampton and Warrington's money, doesn't he? And let's not forget, right? Eddie was devastated when Frampton left him. Devastated, weren't you, Eddie? Come on. You know what you said to me in that email, Eddie? You were devastated, mate. I'm not going to go into it, but he was devastated when he left, and obviously he had Warrington as well, didn't he? And he's gone now, so he's probably done out of spite. He's done that out of spite, Eddie. And I don't agree with it because the fighters are going to lose out, but Dillian White and Chisora, they're going to lose out as well, aren't they? Because at the end of the day, they're on a pay-per-view show as well, aren't they? So, now question 2 from Andy B. You slated Rob Tebbit for not pressing Warren about Stubble, but why didn't you question Peter Fury on camera about the breakdown with Tyson and why he doesn't train him? No one has asked him this in any interview since Tyson's comeback. Well, obviously I've spent a lot of time at Peter's gym and in his company in last year. It's a subject that I don't think is anything to do with anybody, is it? I don't. It's not to do with me, that, is it? And I don't think it's any media's problem, innit? They've gone their separate ways, and it's a family dispute, innit? And I don't really want to get involved in it. And none of my business. It's one of them things, Andy. So I'm not gonna ask Peter that. Feel free to ask him yourself though if you want, but it's not to do with me, that. Number 3, have you ever seen Adam Smith and Pee Wee Herman in the same room? I don't know who Pee Wee Herman is. Is he a cartoon character from America or something? I don't know who he is. Question 4. Is it true that Adam Smith goes around sniffing chairs at the end of Sky shows? I don't know about that. Question 5. Is Spencer Oliver the worst pundit out of all the boxing pundits on TV? I don't think he's the worst. Cheers. Can you give a shout out to Rudy, AIDS, Jay and the lads in the MUFC boxing chat? Shout out lads, I just have. Yours AIDS, ADZ, so ads, what was that, ADZ, but his name's Adam B. Thank you for your email, Adam. Any videos tonight, Porky, or maybe a YouTube live stream, John Calderwood? A couple of people have asked me about doing that. I'm not the best person in the world to do these live streams. A lot of it's with time. I don't have a lot of time. I asked. There's a girl, Stacey Cross, who uploads stuff on Twitter. The videos. I'm not on Twitter, and she did a Facebook, but I'm not really bothered about Facebook or Twitter, and so I told Stacey, just take the Porky's Corner Facebook down. So I think she took it down today, actually, or yesterday. But I have spoke to Stacey about this, and a lot of people keep saying to me, why don't you do a podcast? Look, if somebody wants to set a podcast up, right, and they want to invite me on as a contributor, it can be their podcast. You don't have to say I'm coming on it or anything like that, but if you want to do it, it's up to you. But I don't mind coming on and giving an opinion. But a lot of it's time, a lot of time consuming. So, but yeah, I would be willing to come on if you want to do a podcast, and you know, if you want to do it every week, I'll come on. I don't mind doing that, but I don't want to make boxing my life, although I think it is my life, isn't it? But I don't want it to be that all the time. But yeah, so alright. Let's have a look. Raymond Thomas Wormold sent you using the mail.com mail app. This is where my head is. Seen when Tyson went over there and had a stinker against Vlad. He won fair and square, but effed awful to watch. Wilder in his effing prime. The purists are saying he's too effing wild. Show where the bombs are coming from. So what he's a effing freak with his overhand right, and he's 40-0 with 39 KOs he can't lose. He coupled that with Tyson being on a 2-year bender, then dropped 10 stone and come back with 2 effing embarrassment opponents. Russell, I'm right to lump on, aren't I? Well, I lumped on Wilder, but I was going to go for the KO, but then I went for the round, and it didn't come off in round 9, as you know. But it's very hard to pick boxing bets by rounds, and I look at it like this, right? From now on, I'm just going to stick to accumulators. 20 quid, 10 fights. I've done it a few times, why not? You can do them on Eddie Hearn's shows. If you pick the home fighter on Eddie Hearn's shows, nearly all of the home fighters win. But the closer you get to the 50-50 fights, the harder it is to complete your accumulator. But what I can suggest, if you want to make some money out of gambling, is put a 20 quid or 50 quid on an accumulator, right, on an Eddie Hearn show or a Frank Warren show. Pick all the home fighters, and if you think there's a 50-50 fight there, right, don't have it in your accumulator, but try and mix and match it up. For example, if Yarde is going to keep fighting these guys, you can put him down as a KO, can't you? You could put Gorman down as a KO, and if Gorman win like a fight where the kid's got a good chin, you could just put Gorman to win, couldn't you? And mix and match it up, you know, to try and make your bet look a bit more attractive. For example, if you pick 10 fights out of 10 and you put 50 quid on and you only win 60 quid, the odds must have all been shocking on it. So you have to mix and match it up with going for a KO on a certain one, or you see what I mean? So, but obviously this question you sent it on the 25th, so if I'd have said to you put it on Wilder, you would have lost, wouldn't you? Because like I did. So, but you know, my opinion is, look, if you're going to gamble, Raymond, don't get emotionally involved in gambling, because you'll end up chasing your bets. Look, sent using an email. You've never replied to any of my emails so far, so please give me your 10p worth. I know it's my money, but surely my bets are no-brainers in it, unless the powers that be are fixing it. F. Right. Okay, hope you're well. I try not to reply to these because then you're there all day, but he has sent quite a few in. I'll probably do this one for the last one for now. Same guy. Russell, there's 1 week to go with Coral. They're giving 8 to 13 Wilder. Now I think personally Wilder's a certain, so I'm thinking about lumping on 13,000 to win 8,000. That's what I can get my hands on. I'm thinking about borrowing a lump more, but I'm effing shitting myself too. What you reckon, Russell? Well, I've just said out to you, don't get emotionally involved, because gambling, it's not good. If you start gambling, you can get a grip of you, start chasing your money. So my opinion is, try not to gamble. If you do, just have a cheeky Nando's, whatever they call it. Cheeky Nando's, have one of them, a cheeky bet, right. Scene.com. Right. Right, so I'm going to have a break now for some lunch. I'm going to go into the Toby Carvery at Dalton and have something to eat. So, peace out, and I'll catch you after lunch.